Rego left. The son of Brond, former king of the Kalahari, had to leave. If he didn't, Mruki would have killed him to make sure to keep the throne for himself. It was evident that Rego would have become a menace for the new king, and this, the young lion understood it quickly. So pushed by his survival instinct, he left, not saying anything to anyone. How could he not think of his mother or hunt? Because the selfish side of him spoke louder. It was his life he had to save. During the whole night, he walked, searching for a place where no one would ever find him. But he didn't expect to arrive on the hyena's territory. When he understood where he was, he tried to stay quiet. He was aware that one hyena alone wouldn't dare to do anything to a lion, but many hyenas together, they would make him their next lunch. Walking around, he ended up spotting what seemed to be a young hyena. And that was right. Nukta was a young hyena. She was the daughter of the cousin of the queen of the hyenas. In another term, she was important, though Rego knew nothing of the fact, and the first thing he got in mind was to pounce on Nukta. Tripping down, Nukta got pinned on the ground by the lion cub. "Don't you dare moving, or you become my next meal." Trying to intimidate his enemy, he actually did the opposite. Indeed, Nukta always wanted to meet a lion. She was intrigued by them. "Wow! Are you a lion?" Confused, Rego moved off the hyena and tilted his head to the side before confirming the fact he was a lion. Happy, the female hyenas jumped up and pulled Rego with her. "Mama! I found—" "No! Please! Don't say anything! Your family will kill me!" At this, Nukta stopped jumping around and looked at the lion, nodding. It was true. The hyenas would kill him, and now that he was saying it, she remembered it. "Don't say anything to anyone, okay?" But the young hyenas didn't answer. She wouldn't promise something she probably wouldn't keep. She was a true open book, and also very talkative. So for sure, she would say it sooner or later. "Why are you alone?" Rego looked at her and decided to explain everything to her. Who he was and what happened to his father, what happened to him in general. Nukta listened to everything, and once he was done speaking, she laughed and ran away. "Wait!" But she didn't stop. Sighing, he understood he needed to walk away from here. His instinct was telling him that just like with Mruki, right now he was in great danger. And that was true, because not too long after Nukta disappeared, he heard the hyena's alarm. He had no idea what they were screaming for, if it really was for him or something else, but he didn't want to know. Running away again, he finally reached the frontier of the hyena's kingdom. How could he know? Because he spotted the red elephants, which mean he reached a new kingdom. The red elephants were feared because unlike the elephant from the Pride Lands, these ones were more aggressive. No one dared to mess with them, not even the rhinos. Sighing, Rego looked behind him and finally entered the kingdom of the red elephants. The next few years were complicated for the lion, who had to grow up being careful while traveling a lot between kingdoms and kingdoms. One day, as he was wandering on the edge of the Pride Lands, he spotted a lone lioness. It felt like forever since he saw another lion. Standing there in the distance, he observed her and quickly noticed she saw him as well when she turned into his direction and suddenly charged him. Was she trying to attack him? Indeed, she was running faster and faster toward him, ears flat on her head. Rego's heart started to speed within his chest as she was getting closer to him, and when she almost reached him, she threw herself at a big warthog that was eating grass behind Rego. Quickly the male turned around, looking at the female who was now holding the dead beast between her teeth. "Wow, you're fast. I really thought you were about to attack me." Rolling her eyes, the lioness began to walk away with her prey. Rego watched her and then followed her. "Wait, can I come with you?" "I'm Rego, and you?" The lioness kept walking, ignoring the lion, who tried desperately to have a conversation with her. And after a moment, she dropped the warthog and turned around to look at him. Her move was so sudden that Rego's face almost bumped into hers. "Look, I don't care who you are, and I don't care where you go. Just my food is mine. If you're hungry, you hunt your prey. Get it?" Rego listened. He was surprised she actually didn't mind if he was coming with her. He thought she actually would ask him to leave her alone. For the next few weeks, the two worked as a team, except that Nukta was never sharing her food with him. One day, when Rego was wandering around the outlands to look for something to eat, he fell nose to nose with an older lion, his father. Accompanied by Brond, Rego returned to Mruki's kingdom. The younger male managed to defeat the enemy and to take the role of leader back from the vile lion. It was when he became a leader that Nukta got interested in him. It wasn't really love they were feeling for each other, but as a leader, Rego would soon need heirs, and Nukta felt okay to become the mate of a leader. It was like a sort of agreement they had between each other. When the male finally got his heir, a male going by the name of Oloshipa, he became a bit more strict, especially since tension slowly appeared between the Pridelands and the Outlands. The more the years were passing and the more the tension were getting serious. According to the Pridelanders, Outlanders were becoming menaced by sending half-dead females or injured cubs to the Pridelands. To them, it was like a secret message the lion from the Dark Continent were trying to send, like a warning. But to the Outlanders, it was very unfair. These lions were just accusing everybody only because one group of lions were doing craps. Searching for advice, Rego went to find his father. "Son, what is bringing you here?" "The Pridelanders. They are assuming we are a danger to their lands." Brond took a deep breath before shrugging. "Aren't we?" "Of course not. This clan is bigger than yours. If you want to save your group and your land, you need to grow your clan bigger than this. Don't let these shiny lions take over you like Mruki did with me. That's all I can tell you." Rego looked at his old father. He wasn't sure if this was the solution. If his clan was getting bigger, for sure the Pridelanders would think they were getting ready for war or something like that. To him, confronting the king of Prideland was the best thing to do. So one day, accompanied by all of his clan, Rego walked in the direction of the Pridelands, and more precisely, in the direction of Pride Rock. When Zippy, who was teaching her baby birds to patrol, spotted these unknown lions walking on Mohatu's lands, she flew back to the rock in order to alert the lion. "Mohatu, Darklanders are walking on our lands. They are 1 hour away from the rock." Mohatu, who also was teaching his son Ahadi Sings, furrowed his brows and rushed to the top of the rock. From there, he spotted these lions as well. "Find Askari and the boys, and tell them to come." Zippy nodded, and with her bird, she flew to find the leader of the lion guard. "Let me come with you." "No, you're too young. You stay with the females." Ahadi sighed, watching his adoptive father going on adventure without him, even though it wasn't really adventures for the king.